Okay, we're on the record. This is the People versus Carlos Lorenzo Durham. Case number 2259974. Count one. Only count one. Police officer resisting and obstructing. This is a habitual offender fourth offense notice. And also case number 2258771. People versus Carlos Durham. Durham is charged on this case with count one, weapons, firearms, possession by felon. Count two, weapons, felony firearm. Count three, weapons, ammunition, possession by felon. Count four, weapons, felony firearm. Count five, carrying concealed. Count six, police officer assaulting, resisting, and obstructing. And this is a habitual offender fourth offense notice. Today is the day set for a bond redetermination hearing. Appearances.
Okay, so this is the third video I'm doing on this sovereign citizen, and apparently he is a menace to society. He has a host of gun charges. They just need to keep his behind locked up, and I'm sure throughout this video he's gonna say some very weird things.
Alexander Kirker on behalf of the people, P86282.
Good morning, Your Honor. Delisha Taylor Coleman, P56278, on behalf of Mr. Durham on both matters for bond redetermination.
And Mr. Durham, can you state your full name for the record, please?
Carlos Durham.
Hey, what in the doohickey happened to Carlos of the family Durham? Oh, I know what happened. He's sitting in jail now, and now he's willing to play along because he know his sovereign citizen nonsense is what got him in jail. So he's willing to say whatever to get himself out.
Flashback.
Full name, sir?
My name is Carlos Lorenzo of the family Durham.
Thank you, Mr. Durham, for your patience.
End of flashback.
And Mr. Durham, can you state your full name for the record, please?
Carlos Durham.
Thank you. And whenever you're ready, Attorney Taylor Coleman.
Yes, Your Honor. As the court has before it, I believe Mr. Durham has a capias with this court, or maybe it was with Judge Elise Bryant. At this point, we'd ask for any capiases to be recalled. That he is a resident of Detroit. He has significant family contacts. I'm looking up his investigation report. I'm looking up the sheet from misdemeanor felony defenders on his behalf. Long story short, we're asking for a personal bond with tether, and that he would reappear at all future court dates. If we could address the capias of December 14th, Mr. Durham.
I'm sorry, what did you ask him? I didn't hear the first part of your question.
Address the capias of December 14th of 2022.
Yes, go right ahead.
Mr. Durham, were you aware of that court date?
Yes, and kind of no. They bombarded me with a bunch of court dates, and I kind of might have forgot it because there's so many I got to go to.
Stop lying.
Carlos of the family Durham, you're lying. Okay, you didn't show up to court because you believe the courts don't have jurisdiction because you're a sovereign citizen.
Okay,
They sent me about 40 different cards with court dates on them.
You essentially mixed up your court date.
I think so. I got court dates all the way to February, and I think I just missed it out.
Okay. Would you reappear at all future court dates, Mr. Durham?
Yes, I reappeared. I appeared before. I was on Zoom. I was on a tether. I came to court.
I refuse to believe it.
Okay. Your Honor, we believe that this was just a mistake, a one-time mistake. Mr. As the court can see in the register of action, Mr. Durham had appeared at previous court dates, but as he stated, because of the number of court dates, this one fell through the cracks, but he would reappear at all future court dates. These are non-assaultive crimes. We're asking for a personal bond, reinstate the bond with Tether. Would the court consider any reduction at all? I don't know if Mr. Durham can post any amount of money. Was there a change in your bond before Judge Bryant, Mr. Durham?
So the what? I didn't hear you.
Was there a change in your bond before Judge Bryant?
Yeah, it was a $10 bond. That's all it is. They said it's a $10 bond. I'm here to get this bond reduced so I can get out of jail.
And you have employment?
I work for myself.
Okay, so I'm still gonna keep it the same, Attorney Taylor Coleman, because of the cases on both cases. I am going to wait until we get to the probable cause conference on the 25th with the DSU report to determine whether or not I'm inclined to reduce the charge. I need him to show the court for something, because we're back at the probable cause conference. I want you to listen up very carefully. Your next court date is January 25th. That is a Wednesday at 8:30 a.m. Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so you'll be zooming in from the county jail, and you'll have an attorney present to discuss with you any matters before we go on the record, okay? So show up for that, or you have to show up for that. Then your attorney then can possibly discuss something once we have a DSU report, okay? Attorney Taylor Coleman, anything from defense?
That's it. Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, you all both have a good one. Okay. Gentleman from the county jail who just sat down about 5 minutes ago, can you state your name for the record, please?
My name?
Yes, your name.
My name is Carlos Lorenzo, and I'm here to represent the person you got on that paper, which is an all capital name, all capital letters. That's a corporation, and I'm not claiming to be him, but I'm here to represent him. All capital name is all corporation. I'm not a corporation. I'm not dead. I'm not a fictitious entity. So I'm not claiming to be whoever name you have on that paper, which is probably in all capital letters. That's not my name. It's two names in this court that sound exactly alike, and only one of them is mine. What name is on that paper y'all have over there? Is it in all capital letters? That's not my name.
Excuse me, sir, but what in the doohickey are you talking about? You are back up to your old tricks, talking a bunch of foolishness. You can't possibly think that that line of defense is going to help set you free. Now, you're saying that because the name is in all capital letters, that's not you. There's two names appearing in this court case, and one is you and one's not you. So the one that's in all capital letters is you. It's not you, but it's spelled correctly. So if is your argument that if the name was in all lowercase letters, spelled the exact same way, it would be you? Like, you can't be freaking kidding me. These sovereign citizens make the most ridiculous arguments that I have ever heard.
But it's my property. It's my trade name, and I own it. And I need to know if anybody has permission to use it from me. So do we have that understood? I am not a U.S. citizen, and I'm not a citizen of the United States. I am not that person on that paper, because that person is a fictitious entity. I am actually flesh and blood. I am a man standing on the land, and that's what I got you to do. Do you understand that? I'm not him. I'm claiming not to be him.
I just wanted to know who you were. Thank you. I had to check there. Attorney Simon, thank you. Richard, you want to speak to your client in private before we go on the record? Because he's still talking.
Sorry, Judge. Can you repeat that, please?
Do you want to speak to your client in private for a moment? Because he hasn't stopped talking for the last 10 minutes. He's still talking. He doesn't know he's on mute, but he's been talking.
I just saw him Monday at the jail, but okay.
Okay, because I don't think we can have his hearing unless he understands that we all can't talk at the same time.
All right, I'll do a breakout.
Okay, we're on the record. This is people versus Carlos Lorenzo Durham, case 2259974. Mr. Durham is charged with one count of police officer assaulting, resisting, and obstructing. This is a habitual offender force offense notice. Also, case 2258771, People versus Carlos Lorenzo Durham. Mr. Durham is charged with count 1, weapons, firearms possession by a felon. Count 2, weapons, stony firearm. Count 3, weapons, ammunition, possession by a felon. Count 4, weapons, stony firearm. Count 5, carrying concealed. Count 6, police officer assaulting, resisting, and obstructing. This is a habitual offender. 4th offense notice. Today's the day set for a probable cause conference appearances.
Alexander Kirker on behalf of the people, P8628.
good morning, Your Honor. Jonathan Simon, P35596 for Mr. to both matters.
And Mr. Durham, can you state your name, please?
Objection. I'm not a mister. I just told you that it's two names that sound exactly alike and only one of them is mine. My name has never been spelled in all capital letters, so that is not my name. Whatever name you have on that paper is a corporation and it does not exist. That's not who I am. I'm not.
What is your name?
I'm here to
sir?
represent him.
What is your name?
My name is Carlos. That's what I go by.
State your name, please.
Objection. My name is not Mr. and I never spelled it in all capital letters. I keep explaining that to y'all, but y'all insist I'm that dead entity on that piece of paper, and I'm not.
Hello? He just doesn't shut up.
These sovereign citizens are very unintelligent. Now, I'm sure his silly behind already made these very same arguments with the whole, my name isn't, the name on that paper is in all capital letters, so that's not me. I'm not a corporation. And your behind is still sitting in jail. And now you come to your very next court date and make the same silly arguments? You are insane.
What is your last name?
What is your name, ma'am? Can I have your name and your oath of office, please? Did you take an oath up on the Constitution, ma'am? Or did you take an oath to violate my constitutional rights in conspiracy with the prosecutor and the Detroit police?
Attorney Simon, what I'm getting here is that Mr. Durham is not present.
Objection, I'm not a Mr.
I can enter a capias because that's not Mr. Durham. Or
Judge, maybe we could have a competency referral.
he knows what he's doing.